Okay, we are currently in Advanced 2. If you're in 7th grade, it's Advanced 2. If you are in 8th grade, it is Course 3. We are working on Lesson 1.2, Example 2, and we are on page 12. So 8th grade is Course 3, 7th grade is Advanced 2. Lesson 1.2, Example 2, we're on page 12. So our first problem, 8x minus 6x minus 25 equals negative 35. And we've been learning we need to isolate the variable, but there's a problem here. I have two variables. Well, it's an x and an x. It's the same variable, but there's two of them. So which one do I try to isolate? Well, let's reach back to 6th grade, way back in 6th grade, when we learned how to combine like terms. My variables right here, I have an 8x and a negative 6x. I can combine them, put them together. So, negative 8x minus 6x. I have 8 eggs, and I am taking 6 eggs away. That means I am left with 2 eggs, combining like terms. Everything else comes down. And then this is what we did yesterday. We need to isolate the variable. But to do that, I need to undo negative 25. So to undo negative 25, I'm going to add 25. And what I do to one side, I must do to the other. So these guys cancel. And I'm left with 2x equals, I have a positive and a negative, so I'm going to subtract and keep the sign of my largest number. Remember, if we have 35 negative ninjas and 25 positive pirates, they're going to go to battle, take each other out. Only 10 negative ninjas will be left. Okay. I still need to isolate my variable, and this is what we did last week. I need to undo this times 2. So to undo times 2, I'm going to divide by 2. And what I do to one side, I must do to the other. My 2's cancel, and I'm left with x equals, I have a negative and a positive, so my answer is negative. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So x equals negative 5. So we're just taking everything that we've done. This is what we did last week. This is what we did yesterday. And combining like terms is what you learned in 6th grade. And we're kind of putting it all together. All the pieces are coming together. So let's do another one. Negative 4n minus 8n plus 17 equals 23. So we know we need to isolate the variable, but I've got 2 of them here. Okay. So in 6th grade, we learned that we can combine like terms. So I have negative 4n and negative 8n. Both of my signs are negative, so I'm going to put them together. Negative ninjas are getting together with negative ninjas. It's going to be a party. I'm going to put them together and keep my sign. And here's my tag-along variable. Everything else comes down. And now this is what we practiced last week. I need to isolate my variable. So to do that, I need to get rid of this positive 17. So to get rid of positive 17, I'm going to subtract 17. And what I do to one side, I must do to the other. So positive 17 and negative 17 cancel, and I'm left with negative 12n. I have a positive and a negative, which means I'm going to subtract. And keep the sign of my largest number. And then this is what we did last week. I need to isolate my variable, but I need to undo this times negative 12. So to undo times negative 12, I'm going to divide by negative 12. What I do to one side, I must do to the other. My negative 12s cancel, and I'm left with n equals, I have a positive and a negative, so that's negative, and 6/12, this can be reduced, and it will be 1/2. So n equals negative 1/2. So, I mean, that's it. This is what we did last week. This is what we did yesterday. And combining like terms you learned in 6th grade. So we're just putting them all together. Now there is one problem that I would like to help you set up. And it is the house problem. The height of the house is 26 feet. So from the bottom to the top is 26 feet. What is the height x of each story? So this picture is telling us here's the first story plus the second story plus 6 feet. All of this equals 26 feet. So the height of the first story plus the height of the second story plus 6 feet equals 26 feet. So I'm not going to solve this problem for you. I just wanted to help you set it up. So we are on page 14, number 14, and we are saying that the height of the first story plus the height of the second story plus 6 feet equals 26 feet. So that's this picture right here. The first story plus the second story plus 6 feet equals 26 feet. And this is how the problem is set up. Okay, I'm not solving that for you. I just wanted to help you set it up.